The Albert Road LTN comprises Albert Road, Church Road and Victoria Road. Hawkes Road links the town centre to the junction with Cambridge Road. Albert Road is a similar road to Hawkes Road in terms of both width and housing. Before the installation of the LTN, it provided the shortest direct route from Hawkes Road to London Road. This has now been blocked by the installation of modal filters. Council data shows that before the LTN was installed, during the measurement period, Albert Road carried a total of 1,880 vehicles, Victoria Road 2,308 and Church Road 1,094, whilst Hawkes Road carried a total of 12,335 vehicles. Of equal importance to traffic data is pedestrian and cyclist numbers. A simple survey taken at any time of day on any day of the week will find that substantially more pedestrians and cyclists use Hawkes Road than the roads within the LTN. Hawkes Road has always been a busy route for road traffic, but it is also one of the busiest pedestrian routes in Kingston. It is for many local people the most direct route into the town centre. In term time, at the start and end of the school day, the pavements are full of children and their parents on their way to and from the 3 local primary schools. Many students living locally also use the road to get to the university. With the exception of the entrance to the infant school, there are no amenities within the LTN area as compared to Hawkes Road, which has 3 shops, a pub, a vet, a barber, 2 fast food outlets, an NHS clinic and a chemist. At peak times, the pavements are so busy that social distancing becomes difficult as the pavements are very narrow. TfL provided funding for the council to create LTNs with the aim of providing safe and attractive streets for walking and cycling by preventing through traffic from using residential neighbourhoods. Strategic neighbourhood analysis should have been used to identify the potential for an LTN and used as a guide for its implementation. This would have taken into account safe access to schools, social distancing, demographics, etc. It is not clear whether this was done, but in September of 2020, in response to a request by the Tricorn Residents Association, the council installed modal filters at either end of Albert Road, creating an LTN. Because of the volume of road traffic on Hawkes Road, the air quality has not been good for some time. However, decisions made by the council over the years have made it substantially worse than it needs to be. Some time ago, the council introduced a 7.5 tonnes zonal lorry ban on many roads in the vicinity. This has resulted in all HGVs over 7.5 tonnes travelling to and from the Fairfield Trade Park, the council dump and Thames Valley sewage works all having to travel along Hawkes Road. The additional traffic on Hawkes Road as a result of the installation of the LTN creates regular tailbacks, often stretching the entire length of the road, making crossing at the pedestrian lights very dangerous. These jams occur on a daily basis, often multiple times per day. Before the LTN tailbacks such as these would be a very rare event. The link between poor air quality and long-term health damage has long been established. PM2.5s are the most dangerous for our health as they're able to penetrate deep into the lungs and potentially even into our bloodstream and our brains. For babies and young children, these health effects are even more acute. Exposure to toxic particulates during these critical early stages of development can reduce brain development and leave a child with stunted lungs with respiratory conditions like asthma. Additionally, there is concern about the effect of the LTN on the emergency services. In London, as a whole, there have been slowed responses from the emergency services. As Hawkes Road is a key route to the hospital, it would be reasonable to suggest that the residents of Kingston may have had delays to emergency services because of the increased congestion on Hawkes Road. For the majority of local residents and people who walk or cycle on Hawkes Road, the LTN fails to achieve in every one of its stated aims of make the road safer, healthier and quieter, make social distancing easier, encourage active travel such as walking and cycling, improved air quality.
Hawkes Road is so polluted more than ever that it actually discourages me from taking a walk. I'd rather get in a taxi because it's less polluted than walking and breathing all the stuffy air when you're going down the road.
It's not where I would have thought an LTN could be most useful. I think LTNs can be a good idea, but I don't think particularly this road really has benefited the rest of Kingston.
My family and I have always accepted that it's a busy road, but the fact that there's so much more stationary traffic now at key times of the day, particularly around school closure, end of school and the beginning of school, our children are walking backwards and forwards in really horrible smelling diesel fumes, stationary vehicles. It's awful.
Whether or not the installation of the LTN can be logically or ethically justified, what cannot be denied is that the additional traffic on Hawks Road is causing regular traffic jams. Highly polluting HGVs and the large number of stationary vehicles are greatly increasing air pollution in the area. The inevitable consequence of this is that many people's long-term health is being put at risk. In the light of the recent coroner's report into Ella Kissy Deborah's death, increasing the exposure to pollution of vulnerable young people for the benefit of a few residents of the LTM seems both illogical and immoral. As the summer approaches and lockdown is further eased, so the issue will become more acute. The council urgently needs to be looking for solutions to this problem. Neither Ollie Waring, Councillor for Norbiton, or the Right Honourable Sir Ed Davey, MP, Kingston and Surbiton, wish to be in this documentary. In addition, no resident of the LTN was willing to appear.